Some call it market research. Some call it progress reports. I call it self-sabotage. Don't check your Twitch statistics, especially not after every stream. Just stop. Hi, I'm Faye. I am a bisexual, biracial streamer and content creator, and today I'm gonna tell you the story of why I didn't check my Twitch statistics, I can't speak, at all this April 2021, and what to do instead. So I've been streaming since January of 2020, but I've been streaming consistently since March of 2020. It took me a while to qualify for a Twitch affiliate. I think I qualified in August of 2020, and then I accepted it in September. In that time period, I streamed to 0 people consistently, like nobody watched me. That's why I didn't qualify for affiliate. So you can see around July 2020, I was streaming to about 2.4 viewers. Not enough to hit affiliate, you need a 3 average. And then in August, I hit a 5 average viewers, and I'm pretty sure this is when I got the invite to Twitch affiliate. And then in September, I was up to 8 viewers. It was uphill basically since then until February, March of this year. I started to plateau. It's around mid-March or late March when I realized, you know, I'm having a great time. Every time I look at my stream analytics, because, you know, they send you that little email after every stream to tell you to check, I wasn't feeling that great. If my numbers were up, I was like, I don't deserve it. I'm an imposter. Someone rated me and they probably regret it. And if my numbers were down, I was like, wow, everyone thinks I'm getting worse and I'm gonna go crawl into a hole and be sad. So I came up with the idea, I'm like, what if I just don't check my Twitch analytics at all in April? Like, what would happen? What would happen? Because when you are live like this, you can see the number of viewers you have here, right? And I always have this toggled off. But the problem is, I would catch myself when I'm live, if no one's talking in the chat or I'm just feeling anxious, I'm like, is anyone watching me? Are my numbers up or down? I would hover. I would just put my mouse over here, and then you can see how many. And I could see if my numbers were up or down. And like, what is the point of turning this on and off? If I could just check it, like I know self-control would be helpful, but I didn't have it. And so that is why I decided to not check any of my Twitch statistics at all in April. If I'm not looking at the stream summaries, and I'm gonna be consistent about it, then I am more convinced to not hover during the live stream. My baby hair is like, why? Why? I got this wax in Japan, and it's really nice. But anyway, what did I learn about not checking my statistics? One, I learned that it's kind of impossible not to check your statistics at all. Whenever someone rated me, I could see exactly how many people were coming to the stream. Twitch itself still tells me how many people are coming in with the raid in the chat. I didn't hover anymore, so I never knew how many people were there live during the stream. But then when I rated someone, I would see exactly how many people were still in my stream when I was raiding. It'd be like, Faye is ready to raid with X number of people. So that kind of sucked. It did bother me for that first week of not looking at statistics that I could see raid numbers. Like I was very close to tweeting and being like, does someone know how to block this? Because I was just so burnt out. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see the numbers. I didn't want to see it because even if I logically know it's not a reflection on me, I still felt that way. But as time passed, I kind of learned to ignore it more. The second thing I learned from not checking my statistics at all in April is how addicted I was to the statistics. This is the biggest reason why you should never check your statistics so often every day. I would recognize that I was going to check my Twitch statistics after my hand was already like typing in and going to the URL. I was not actively checking my statistics. I was checking them when I was bored or when I purposefully wanted to make myself feel bad. I don't know how else to word it. Why am I doing this to myself? It's not helpful. If it's 3 AM and I'm checking my statistics, am I gonna make some good decisions? No. So my biggest advice to you, if you feel like your Twitch statistics suck, and every time you look, you just feel bad, just stop. Just stop. You might honestly have to go on a little bit of a cold turkey cut like I did. The first week was when I was noticing, I keep going to check, I keep going to check. And the second week I was like, okay, I keep going to check, but like now it's pretty natural to close it and shut it down. And the third week and the fourth week I was like, I wasn't even going to check anymore, but I kept seeing the raid numbers, right? And I'm like, oh, that's nice, they're not. And I kept telling myself, you know, April will be over and then I can look back. And once I look back, I can make some decisions about my content, see if I'm up, what did I do that made that great? If I'm down, what can I do to change that and maybe keep going. So the idea of going cold turkey really helped my mental space a little bit. And now, today is May 5th, and we're gonna take a look at my Twitch statistics in a way that is not harmful to my psyche and instead helpful. If you have any suggestions for me based on my statistics or content, I would always love to hear them. And let's get started. Alrighty, welcome to my channel analytics for all of April. I'm gonna go ahead and block out my revenue stuff down here. So the biggest thing that I look for in my analytics is my average viewers. Followers on Twitch, I honestly don't think are very important. I am flabbergasted that we have over 1,000 people in the Fae Cafe. That is amazing. But as far as like how valuable your brand is to potential sponsors and stuff, it's not that important down the line, especially like if I stopped streaming now and then I picked it up again 5 years later, I'd still have 1,000 followers, but who would tune in? Probably not that many, right? So average viewers is always a nice way to look at like how active you are currently in the current landscape. We had 18 average viewers for all of April 1 to 30, and that's down. So if we go back to the month before, March, I was at about 19 average viewers. This looks like an outlier. I don't know what's up here. This is probably a raid. Is that a raid? Wait, let's see. We can look by looking at max viewers. Yeah, 140 max viewers. So I got a raid on that day. So we were at a 19 average viewers in March. And then in April, we're down to 18. This does make me sad. Like the first thing I feel is sad. I wanted to have a 20 average. When I was looking at those raid numbers, people coming in and who I was raiding with, I was hoping we'd be around 20. But you know what? 18 is not horrible. Do you remember, Faye? Because in 2020, you streamed to 0 people for like 5 months. Any day where someone can come and say hi and be comfy in my space is a great day. So these are the loops you see. These are the loops I go through when I see my statistics. And I'm saving myself from doing that every day by only checking twice a month or once a month. April, we're down to 18 viewers, but I mean, that's literally the same thing. Especially look at this. In March, we were at a 9.65% host/raid viewers. So that means this percent of our average viewers came from raids. And then it went down a little bit in April. So honestly, this is like literally the same thing. I don't see a difference really in 19 average viewers versus 18, especially with the raid like that. And honestly, like it's April, it's March, we're in a pandemic. People are leaving school, especially I stream during the daytime. A lot of people watch me while they're studying or while they're at work. 126 follows in April, which is up from 119 in March. That's pretty cool that we got more followers in April, even though we had a lower max viewers. Yeah. So overall, I'm not really feeling bad about this. I did wish that we would be at least a 20 average viewers, but it's really not that different. If we really wanted to look at money, every time someone gives or tips me on Twitch, I kind of feel a little guilty. I'm like working on it, but I don't know. It's like these are people that are happy to be here and they're willing to give me money too. And I'm like, you have bills to pay. Why are you giving me money? But on the other hand, like I do need the money. I do need it to pay my bills. So I'm very appreciative, but I hate to, you know, I don't want to make people feel like they're a number. As far as money goes, I'm not going to show it on here, but we did make a little bit more money in April than in March, which is great. Yeah, okay, moving on. So far, this is really showing me that like, I didn't look at my stream statistics at all during April, and we did about average. We did the same as March, if not a little bit better. Yes, we went down a little bit in viewers, but we also didn't stream as much. Like that's just how the dates worked out. We had fewer people from raids and still 127 people followed us. We hit over 1,000 followers like total. It's a good month. It's a good month. But let's take a look at what could help us actually make decisions about our stream. So I like to use SullyGnome. This is SullyGnome. We're just gonna go to 2021 April only. You can see 18 average viewers. That's on par with our analytics from Twitch. 784 hours watched, down 22%. Followers gained. This is different actually, down 3%. So that doesn't mean that I lost followers. That means that rate of follower gain was lower compared to March. Views 23%, peak viewers 15%, hour stream 20%. What's interesting about this, I streamed 20% less in April and 22% hours fewer were watched. So this is actually pretty proportional. And the fact that my followers slowed down only by 3% when I wasn't streaming as much, that's pretty cool. All right, I'm not that pissed about this. Taking a glance at all of these streams from April, we have 19, 20, 28, 13, 14, 21, 10, 18, 15, 16. So this 10 is a little bit out of the waters. 13, 14, and 10 are our lowest numbers here for average viewers, and the 28 is awesome with a peak viewer 62, so that's from a raid. This looks like it was probably raid day 2, but I'm wondering what's up with this one. It was just playing, doing some just chatting and some Stardew Valley. So this to me says I play a lot of Stardew Valley on stream, and the fact that I had a 10 average on Stardew Valley and just chatting, like, honestly, sometimes things are just a fluke. Like, who knows? People are probably busy this day. This bothers me, but I mean, I'm in a good mood today, so I'm not gonna let it bother me too much. Anyway, this is how I kind of like to look at the top of SullyGnome. And then these pie charts are extremely helpful. Game average viewers during April, right? We had the highest average viewers when we played Skyrim in April. How many, did we even stream Skyrim in April? We streamed Skyrim, it looks like once in April. Okay, is that really? Yeah, we streamed Skyrim once in April. So that's obviously something you have to keep in mind. Just because it says this is your best average viewers, like you have to keep in mind, did you stream that regularly? Or is that just one stream throwing it off? So that's throwing it off, obviously. Look at April. I just played Stardew Valley and just chatting. I didn't even realize I did that. Wow. I'm trying to do more Stardew and Skyrim both regularly, but yeah, so that's something to keep in mind. If you stream a bunch of different games, random games, or just a bunch of things regularly, this is a great way to look at which games are not doing as well and which ones to drop because of that. My just chatting average is extremely low, and it looks like here, right, I do a lot of just chatting, so maybe I should stop chatting and just play games, but I don't think that we've actually been streaming a lot of time and just chatting. I think it's just like when I'm opening up and waiting for people to come in to chat. Time streamed by game. Here we go. Stardew Valley, I streamed for 25 hours, and it was basically the top here. Skyrim was only 3 hours, 45 minutes. That's literally one stream for me. So just because it's 20 average, that doesn't mean that much. Not a lot of data. Dayland Pocket Planet as well. Dayland Pocket Planet is also a new game that just released, and I did one stream of it in April promoting its release. Like, I was gifted the key, which is great. So that's a little bit out as well. Just chatting was 4 hours. So the fact that just chatting is at a 9, even though I've streamed 4 hours, that would actually still suggest to me maybe just chatting isn't doing so hot. But again, from my personal knowledge of, like, I only really do just chatting at the start of streams. Like, I don't think we're gonna stop it right now. If I was doing literally 4 hours of it every week, so like 12 hours maybe, game followers per hour, 1.8 average followers per hour on Little Nightmares is surprising. So Little Nightmares, I only played once on stream, and that was for a bonus horror stream on a Friday. So I'm kind of wondering if that's like a Friday thing. I'm thinking maybe we could try another Friday stream. That would be cool. Stardew Valley to 1.4. That's pretty solid considering I play Stardew Valley whenever the heck I can. This is awesome to see followers per hour on a sponsored stream. Nobody knew what this game was. That's amazing. So that's all for SullyGnome. I've learned that, hey, you know, Wednesday, April 14th was not a great day. Not sure what happened there. It's literally just chatting and Stardew Valley. Not as good as other things. I'm surprised about the 10, but I'm reminding myself, hey, 10 is a great number. 2 or 1 is a great number. Like, anyone else being there but me is great. And yeah, I'm honestly not that worried about this. I'm wondering why this Friday stream did well. I don't know if it's the game or Friday. I'm thinking it's the time slot. I also promoted that a lot because it was like a horror stream and like different thing for me. So I'm thinking maybe we could try another Friday stream. And overall, I'm just thinking I want to see more data on Skyrim, so I'm going to do more about that. That's what I'm getting from SullyGnome. There is one more site we're going to look at today. So this is Twitch Tracker, and I've just gone to twitchtracker.com, typed in faeviolin. That's me. Here I am. Ignore this. This doesn't matter. Top blah blah off Twitch. That doesn't matter. You can use this to remind yourself that you're great because you really are, but like don't get caught up in thinking, oh, I want to be ranked number 2 or something. Like, no, it doesn't matter. Don't compare yourself to anyone except yourself from yesterday. So looking at Twitch Tracker, it looks like there isn't a way to look at just specific dates, but there actually is. You got to go to streams. And here you'll be given this beautiful time period thing so you can actually change it. So now we have a little calendar of just our little April things. These are all of my streams from April. You can see little pictures for them too, which is helpful. What you can do here is you can click by max viewers or anything you want and kind of min-max it. So my best stream in max viewers terms was April 5th, Stardew Valley, Stardew Valley, Stardew Valley. So this is kind of telling me like I'm getting rated on Stardew Valley. This day was a fundraiser for Stop AAP I Hate, and I like to think that people are coming in and supporting more because it's a great fundraiser versus something like Abigail be my e-girl. Like, this is still really fun, but you know, maybe that's something to do with it. If you go to games over here, and I have to renew my breakdown again, 57% of my time I streamed in Stardew Valley. 12% in just chatting, 8% in Skyrim, but keep in mind 8% is literally one stream. This is a great way to just look at the breakdown. It's just like the pie chart on SullyGnome. I'm scrolling down. This is what I've been wanting. Days of the week analysis. Nice. Active days. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, that's my usual stream day, and then I had that extra Friday horror stream. Hours streamed. I'm streaming less on Tuesdays. Viewers in average, 22, 19, 16. So this is really interesting to me. And then Friday was higher. So Mondays, people are more likely to come than on Wednesdays. And it kind of goes down like that. This is really cool. So what I'm thinking is, A, I want more data about Friday streams, which, you know, may or may not happen because statistically I want to see the data, but lifestyle wise, I don't really like streaming on Fridays. And that's perfectly fine. And just look at the trade-off. This is interesting. Viewers in average with the Wednesday. I was streaming mostly Stardew on Wednesdays, and I have a hunch that Skyrim on Wednesdays might do better. Yeah, we're gonna see if changing the game on the Wednesday might help. That's basically how I'm choosing to look at these analytics. I am not an expert in looking at my Twitch analytics at all, as you can see, but I have a few hypotheses. The biggest takeaway I'm having, honestly, is that like I don't have a lot of data in terms of my different games are playing because I've played like one game. I played like one game in April, which is fine, but like, you know, I can't really find something to throw out because there's not a lot of data in the other things. That being said, like changing your games is not the only lever you have in terms of your Twitch. One thing we haven't looked at, let's see. I'm wondering what the titles, how that is affecting things. So our highest one was a fundraiser, dating everyone in Stardew, Dragon Board, Skyrim leveling, Little Nightmares, Do Not Perceive Me, Collecting Cinnamon Others, Monday Noms. Maybe there's a hypothesis about like dating everyone in Stardew with the caps is great because this was the top 2 ones, like, right? And look, they were actually pretty far apart. Look at this, April 26th and April 19th. So maybe dating everyone in Stardew is a good title we could use. Or like learning whether or not caps would help at all versus other things. Apparently nobody wanted my dating everyone not capitalized. That one didn't do as well. So yeah, those are some of my thoughts on my April experiment of not looking at my Twitch stats at all for the whole month. Overall, I would definitely recommend trying this experiment. I would try it just for your mental health, honestly. Like I've been checking my stream analytics right after stream for what, at least half a year now, and it doesn't make me feel good. I always find a way to make myself feel bad about it, probably because I'm always checking at like 2 or 3 a.m. So if you are struggling, just stop. Go cold turkey, make an experiment out of it. That's what made me actually stick to it, is the fact that I was going to be looking back all at once. My cat is here. So yeah, take care of yourself. I'm no means an expert, of course, at looking at my analytics. If you have any recommendations based on seeing my analytics and stuff, and based on using SullyGnome or Twitch Tracker, I'd love to hear it. Just be kind, you know, give some suggestions, but I hope this gives you a nice starting point when it comes to checking your own analytics, and in particular, not checking them. If you enjoyed this video, I of course am a Twitch streamer. That's kind of what this is about. I would love it if you could catch me live. I go live Monday through Wednesday, and maybe we'll try those Fridays like we looked at. My cat is attacking my tree now. Today, I will take care of my plants first, like a good farmer. Like a good farmer, State Farm is there. Wait, what is it? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Additionally, if you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I make a bunch of content here on YouTube about video games, but also life, being a bisexual, biracial person. I do have a goal to hopefully become monetized on YouTube this year, so anything and everything helps. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves, get hydrated, get some rest, and have a wonderful day. Say bye, Matt. He is so upset I took him away from the tree.